Hi! Today is, let's see what day it is. Day 15 on fluids, and it's 15 days to surgery. We finally hit the magic in between where they meet. I don't know why it feels satisfying, it just does. Hello, Toko. Are you demanding attention? Come here. Oh wait, oh, du är så speedy. Apparently Toko wants to come with. For those that haven't met her, this is my doggy Eden. And today they took my blood, and that was a trip in itself. Because when I called and asked the nurse that's in charge of the surgeries, she told me that you don't need to book a time, just drop in. They know to expect you. I was like, oh, okay, fine, I believe you. I was just, are you sure? She was like, yeah, I'm sure. Okay then, if you say so. But no. So I got up extra early this morning. Oh, you had enough. Hey, well done. I got up extra early to go and be there on time before I was supposed to be at work and open up shop. And first the reception, the first reception was like, you're not in the system. So, well, I'm in the system, but nothing on me that I was to have blood works today, or at all. So I had to go down to my healthcare, what is it called? English, vårdcentral. I bet it's, health center. Duh. But yeah, it was just and of course that reception over there at the health center was closed, so I hunted down the nurse's desk and asked, like, this is probably wrong because I feel like I've been gotten the wrong information, but the reception was closed, so can I ask you? And she was like, no, we don't have drop-ins. Who told you that? Well, the nurse that's in charge of the obesitas told me. And she was like, no, that's wrong, you should have called. And I was like, yeah, okay, sorry. But she was like, it's a calm morning, so we can fix it right now if you want to. Though, have you been fasting? Because you need to take this test fasting. And I said, yeah, I've been fasting since 9 p.m. yesterday, and she was really pleased with that. So they fixed it up, but then I had to run back to the main entrance reception to check in and then go back. And they were like, I don't know what the heck this is, because I never got one, like, because all the tests that they wanted, I had been given those, like the full list of the tubes and such they wanted, and it was like, that's never happened to me before. When they want tests, they usually send me a remiss that you are to be here and here for these tests. But now I had all the names of the tests and which tubes they needed to use and everything, and they were like, I'm not sure we can do all the tests because we need to take this to the main band. And it's not entirely sure that this is connected to our healthcare center, but we'll try and see what we can do, otherwise you have to go to the other one. And I was like, fine, I'm just happy that I get help, because they fucked me over essentially by telling me, no, everything is done. So yeah, I got my test, everything went fine, they could turn them in, everything was like nothing. So they taken 5 vials of blood from me. Didn't help the fact that I didn't eat properly yesterday, I didn't drink enough, and then I got up early and went to work. I was so dead when I got to work. I was actually like really dry in my mouth when you was going thirsty and start drinking coffee, stupid as I am, instead of actually, drinking water, I decided I will have coffee. But it went fine today. I had work. Though the shakes arrived today, but I had work until 7 p.m, so I wasn't sure if it was still open, and I felt like it's not worth it just taking the car with the gas prices to go fetch that. It's better to just get through it and wait until at least Thursday or Friday, when I can do all the other things I need to do, because I need to go and check out the traveling bag, I need to go and look at stuff, I need to go to the apartment and take some measures because I'm going to IKEA on Saturday, all the shit, all the stuffs. So yeah. So that needs to be handled. Also, I splashed a little on myself today. I got myself a new friend. This is my stress voodoo doll. It's just an ordinary stress ball, but I really like the shape of it. It's like kneading dough, and it's really calming. Actually, now that I'm sitting here, I've been fiddling with it for quite a bit, and most people like it. We have this in the store I work at, and we have a test one, and everybody goes and smushes it, and I do too sometimes. And I was like, I need one, so I got myself a buddy. This is my stress buddy. And my idea was that maybe it helps the anxiety, but also that it can actually help me strengthen my hands, because I did a carpal tunnel surgery, so I don't have such a strong grip. So especially when I do like kneading things like this, when I bake, I don't have much strength in my hands for that. But I also got myself a game called What Do You Meme? Think of Cards Against Humanity, but instead you have meme pictures with prompt cards. So you get a meme picture, and then you need to put out the perfect card to match that. What is the caption? And I thought that seemed really funny. Last time we had it was out in 2 days. So I was like, I'm gonna get it. And I also got myself a little pop socket car holder, because if I get a car, it would be really nice to have. So a little bit of splash on myself. And I also think I will, because I was thinking of getting a webcam, but I wasn't happy with the resolution. It wasn't such a grand difference from this, because this is my DSLR. But the issue with the DSLR is that it's I'm using the Canon EOS webcam utility, and the max output for that is 527 or something like that, hence potato. But it felt more or less the same with the web camera, so I was like, what's the point? I might just as well then go and get a capture card, which we also have at work, and see if I can get that to work again, because then I can get the full HD from my camera. But it could also be the lighting. I do have a ring light, as you can see in my glasses. But it should be enough that it's not too grainy, but I don't know. I tried different things like capturing from the live capture, and it wasn't that much different. So it might be OBS, because I'm lazy in doing everything in OBS, because why not? It's just easier. It's less editing for me, since I'm really lazy to edit. And today has been tuna day. I really want some tuna. I'm looking forward to when I can eat that again, and it will be like 4 weeks after the surgery-ish I can eat tuna, because it's not too harsh. It's soft enough. And number 2, a recurring egg. And I think both of these are just protein. That's all it is. And also the combo of these two. I usually make tuna salad, which is egg and mayo, so it's like 2 eggs per a quarter of a can of tuna, and you mix it with either mayonnaise, but the issue with the mayonnaise is it's so fatty that I would have to find a substitute of some sort. Either that I do a lightweight one, or I use like creme fraiche instead, that isn't that heavy on the oils and fat, and add a bit of salt and probably some lemon to try and balance that up, and also some chopped what's the word, leek, you know, the that kind of leek. Spring onion, there we go. Along with a shit ton of lemon pepper. That's so delicious, man. I'm looking forward to being able to eat that again. And also like pancakes by some reason. I was actually getting through reading some of my the book, and it has a lot of great tips for recipes during the different periods. And there were some really nice ones and stuff I didn't think I would be able to eat during the soft food period. I thought everything would have to be pureed, and that's not exactly true. So it's very good for me to read this. I haven't gotten through it all just yet. I'm still reading. Me and this dummy. I'm still reading through it to get through all the recipes and such, and I'm thinking I'm gonna mark out the ones that I really like. Because I think those will be delicious. But I also have the whole recipe book by the same author, which is Therese Goding. But I started with her first book because it's more about the life changes and what to expect and such. Even though it's from the perspective of somebody doing a sleeve and I'm doing a bypass, it's still helpful because they have similarities, and mostly the eating and habits are the same. It's more that it will vary and change with how you react to certain things and how it will feel afterwards, but it's also extremely individual, so I don't think it hurts to take in all the sides. But we'll see. We'll get there. So yeah, I also need to start packing. Man, there's so much going on now. Like, holy cow. I also showered. That's why my hair is looking so messy. I forced myself to shower. I really didn't want to. Oh, but also what helped this morning. I couldn't sleep last night, so I fell asleep like at 3:30 a.m. I don't know what. I just think it was like the size of it all that just made me go totally banana. But there's quite a bit going on since I'm trying to buy a car, planning the surgery, reading about the surgery, learning things, planning meals, planning a new home, buying things for that, buying things for the surgery. Like, for example, I'm looking at smaller bowls because the ones that I have are standard size ramen bowls, mostly. No, I think those are the only bowls I own here on the island. Actually, I have a few on the mainland and a few that would be perfect size, but mostly so I have like similarity, so it's a small bowl to eat from. I was looking at smaller, essentially plates, but there weren't really any besides the one I have that are smaller, so those will have to do. And then also like a few kitchen stuffs. Like, I don't have a frying pan because those I had were bad, so I threw them out. I do have a wok, and I'm not even sure I have like pots and pans anymore because I think I threw them out because they were old. I don't remember. I haven't seen my shit for 2 years, so I also feel like I need to bring that out of storage and check what I actually have before going to IKEA. So I'm trying to plan out what I really need to start, because I think I will just buy essentially ship shit so I can buy better stuff when I can afford it much more. Like, I really want, it's very common on Facebook in like the Asian home good to have homes, but there's one thing I really like, because the kitchen isn't very big, so you need to utilize it. It's also not crooked roof, but it's tilted. Yeah, that's the word, tilted roof. So there's a lot of space and wall you can't use. So I was thinking that not to get rid of space from my counter, I should get one of those dish racks that goes above the sink. That's the word, sink. Because then I would get a lot of more space saved, but I also would get like more utilized of the item. They are a bit pricey. They were like $80, 800 kronor, each 100 crowns. But I think it would be really worth it to buy something that's sturdy, proper, and good if it works. So I'm just gonna buy some cheap dish racks for now, just to have something essentially. If I don't already have one, I don't remember. And if I have one, good for me. I don't need to buy one. Because honestly, I don't remember anything. Because in the last apartment, I didn't need one, so I'm pretty sure I don't have one. So yeah, there's a lot of that planning. Also, I refuse to get rid of my Chinese knife, the butcher knife, because I don't have one. I really want one. And a few stuff like that. Stuff that I don't necessarily need, but I really, really want them. But I'll also like lids for like, there's silicone lids. IKEA is amazing, but there's silicone lids that you can use on pots and pans and everything, and I thought that was really nice, because I really miss sometimes to have just a lid to put on my pans. So that's my plan so far, at least. And I can buy better or stuff I want at another time. It doesn't need everything now, just so I can get the apartment up to living standards, and I can take care of myself in it. And that's my plan, at least. So I think that will be fun. But we'll see how that goes, because even though I'm free 4 days, I would most likely need to carry most of the stuff myself. And that can be a bit daunting to me, since I know my back can start to hurt, but it would be nice to just start carrying up, especially the kitchen stuff. Because, you know, with kitchen stuff, it's like a lot of small things. It's nothing generally big. It's just small things all together that need to get and put up, essentially. So yeah, I think I will work it out. It'll be fun. But mostly I need to measure some parts of the apartment to see if I can fit some stuff, because it's small. And maybe I will do like a guided tour of it someday. Bring my little gimbal and take a tour while it's empty. So you get a feel for it, and the view is amazeballs. But yeah, that is what's going on today. Mostly I had the soups, since I haven't fetched the diet shake since they came today. And the word of the day is soup. Soup. I think soup. Also, soup. Because I'm very tired of my soups. And I really want them to end. And I know if I just put out, I think I will do that tomorrow too, because I'm working really late and I need to let in the fire check guys. They're gonna check the fire alarms and stuff, so I need to let them in at 7. We open 10 tomorrow, so I can let them in. So I will try and survive with at least 2 soups tomorrow. It was really hard by the third. It extremely, I don't know, it just was like a lid in the stomach. It became too much. So I think, because I had 3 of them today, and I think that was a little bit too much for me. So I will probably try and take just, around 2. Yeah, that will be perfect. Anywho, I'm gonna go and do something else with my life now. I'm not sure what. I will see what I have to say tomorrow. Now I should probably get ready for bed if I get tired. That's the question though, ain't it? Anyhow, let's hope for the best.